Yes lads, how you doing? Welcome back to the garage. I'm Tom here, we're doing it for the regular strength channel. We've got squats today. It's Monday, isn't it? It's always squats. It's the best day to do squats, I reckon. We're going up to a double at 145. 5% higher than last week. We did 137.5 last week. So yeah, 145 this week. Should be pretty comfortable. A little bit harder obviously, but not too much harder. It's just another step on our way towards the 160 double that we want in a few weeks' time. So next week will be 152, 7.5 kilo jumps each week. You know, steady, achievable training, just making sure that we've got the best chance of getting the 160 when we get there. I did something a little bit stupid last Friday. So I did the deadlift session in the morning, and then I've got the week off work. So in the afternoon, I was a little bit bored. I came in here and decided to see what I could load my dinner handles with. Ended up picking up best part of 220 kilos. It was like 105 kilos worth of plates per hand, so 210 kilo in plate, plus what I hit myself away. I think they're about 3.5 kilo a piece, so 217 kilo maybe. It's the heaviest thing I've ever picked up. I definitely collapsed to the floor afterwards. Yeah, I guess it's a lot of pressure and I just didn't breathe enough, and I haven't really trained it, so to max out on it was stupid, especially at the end of a deload. I've kind of been feeling like I got hit by a bus these past couple of days, so we're gonna see how we get along with this thing with like weight training and that. So like I grew up riding BMX, and you could go ride BMX whenever, but with weight training you kind of, like if you're following a plan, you kind of like can't just go do random stuff like that, because it's like detrimental to your progress and kind of dangerous, kind of stupid. So it's meant to be a light week last week, and I've picked up the heaviest thing I've ever picked up. But I'm sure I'll be fine. But like yeah, ended up sat down on the floor. I'll put a video in. You'll have seen it by now. So yeah, as always, we'll start with a 60. I had to put it all away this morning because I didn't bother on Friday. So I'm already kind of warm. Yeah, so I think we're going to go 60, 80, 100, 122, 145 for 2. And our back off sets this week are heavier, so the first 4 weeks were a lot of volume. These next 4 weeks will be a little bit less volume but a little bit more intensity. Last 4 weeks, same again, a little bit less volume, a little bit more intensity again. Boost Camps told me that we've got a few people join the plan. If that's you, let us know in the comments. Let us know how you're getting on, if you've started it, if you're enjoying it. I imagine you haven't got very far with it yet, so maybe no PRs just yet. But that's what it's called. That's what it's for. Trying to hunt down some PRs for us middle lifters, regular strength. We're not elite level, but we're not beginners. We're somewhere in the middle. Getting there, trying to get a little bit stronger. Yeah, so I was looking at my YouTube analytics the other day, and it turns out most of my audience is from America. It's weird. Can you even understand what I'm saying? Like, most people from England can't understand what I'm saying. I'm from the north of England. If you've ever seen Game of Thrones, think like Jon Snow. The Wildlings, not the Wildlings, that's Scotland. I'm not quite that far north, but yeah, Sean Bean, And Jon Snow, Cersei, no, not Cersei, but what's his wife called? I don't know. Oh, bastard. I can't remember what. Stark. Eddard Stark. That's the one. That's where we're from, Yorkshire. The Game of Thrones equivalent of Yorkshire. No, the real life of what? I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, so if you're from America, do the subtitles work? Do you have to watch it with subtitles on to understand what the fucking hell I'm saying? Is what I'm saying. We do 100 for free. We do 120 for 2 and 145 for 2. Maybe slow down a little bit, but we'll be alright, I think. Get on with our last warm-up set. So we've done 122.5, then we'll go straight to our top set. I'm hoping it's pretty easy. Medium easy. You know, I always say easy. I don't really mean easy. Obviously it's not easy, I'm trying. It's just not the hardest thing I could do. Right, I'll stick some more plates on. We'll get straight to our last one. Weird thing I find with YouTube is it seems to push like random ass videos. So like I'll get hundreds of views on like a deload video, but then a video I'm quite proud of, like the powerlifting total, I think it got 100 views, and I'm like, I don't know, I put a lot of effort into that, and I was quite proud. I got 1,000 kilo total. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? That'd probably get more than 100 views. It's just weird how like the algorithm works. I guess it doesn't really matter. We're closing in on like 100 subscribers, and I can't imagine you get 100 views all the time. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter either. So anyway, on to the main event today. 145 for 2 reps. Let's go. Smooth, not really super hard, can't complain. Messed up the unrack a little bit, but I don't know. Yeah, didn't take too much out of us. I noticed as well with the YouTube analytics that 0% of my audience is under 25. Seems like the kids don't want to watch a bordering middle-aged man run through some pretty boring, but I guess this is what training is. Sessions, so make it more exciting for the kids. Do that thing where it's non-stop talking and action, like whoa, flashing lights and stuff. If you've ever watched a Mr. Beast video, that's what it is, and like you just can't watch it. Like it's insane, just like constant non-stop noise and flashing and screaming. Like, whoa, is this how you keep kids entertained? It's so weird. So our back-offs have gone to, they were 107, 107.5, we're going up to 115. So we should be working a little bit more these next 4 weeks, but there's less of it, a bit less volume. Squats are feeling really good. That top set felt probably a little bit easy for what we wanted, you know. The 137 last week didn't feel that good, but that 145 just felt like nothing. I think maybe we can have a bigger jump next week. I guess the deload worked, didn't it? You know, maybe next week. I was going to go to 152 next week. Maybe we can get a 155. Yeah, feeling pretty good. We'll see. Maybe we'll stick to the plan and then maybe jump on the last week. Doesn't make no difference, does it? Whatever, as long as we get stronger. Just to clarify, I haven't been watching Mr. Beast videos or anything. I just I saw one with Brian Shaw in recently, and yeah, it's kind of he wrestled a lion in a tug of war, and Brian Shaw won, which is not really surprising, to be honest, because he's one of the strongest people to ever live. But yeah, the Mr. Beast edit of it is insane. Go watch it. It's horrible. Need to make sure I get my feet in the right place. Like, should be there, I think. Keep being like this. 1 foot facing forward, 1 foot facing kind of outwards. Whatever. Just looking back at the last time I hit 150 for a double, and it was quite crap, really. So it's nice that even like that 150 was huge progress, but even since then we've made more progress. Like, the actual top number hasn't really gone up, but the way that we're moving the heavier weights has definitely got better. One more set of those. We've got a few sets of bench press after. Set a timer to rest for 3 minutes. I think I don't rest long enough because 3 minutes felt like about 4 hours. Oh, maybe that's important. Right, last one of these, 5 more reps. Nice and clean, keep them all looking good. Feels good. Don't even really feel any heavier than the 107, even though it's 5% of our max on top. So that's good, getting stronger. Weight's going up. Didn't put this thing on for the warm-up. It makes such a massive difference. This like vinyl covering on this bench is so slippy. And this just, it's like a liner for a drawer or something they call it, and it just makes it stick. I think at some point I will buy a new bench, but it's hard spending money on something you've already got, even if it's crap. I was thinking of buying just a flat bench that doesn't have the incline, and then it'd have a nice solid thing for doing the bench press, and then when it's on the incline for the shoulder press or for the incline press, the grip isn't so important because you mostly just sat on here. Although I did slip down a little bit last week, but it's mostly just on the bench where you're like pushing your shoulders into position, and if it doesn't stick, then it slides. Right, 8 kilo for a few sets of 5. Enough weight to feel like summit, but not so much weight that's going to affect tomorrow's session on bench. yeah, nice and steady. I think talking with some of the lads about this, and then maybe we'll swap some of the bench press stuff. So I've just got straight bench press in all of it. I think maybe we'll do like a higher rep narrow grip bench on the Friday. Change this one. I don't know. This one's okay, I think. Just a bit of variety, you know, something that'll be a bit more muscle building focus. Because at the moment, all we have for building muscle is the incline dumbbell. The rest of it's sort of like technique practice, and the technique practice is good, but we also want to be putting on a bit of muscle as well. Maybe we could just make this one sort of a higher rep, but then I don't want to be sore going into tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see how we get on. To be honest, we're all right. We're good. To be honest, the 3x5 is quite good, and like I say, it's a little bit heavier than it has been, so I think we're probably about right. I don't know. I'm overthinking it. It's my plan, and I'm right. That felt like nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Right, let's get the last one of these then. Yeah. Shoulder press, some sort of row, some sort of ending exercise. Let me get him set up. I think that's possibly the fastest I've ever moved an 80 kilo bench for 5 reps. Like 3 times. It was like, I don't know, just everything felt right. It felt good. Lots of force went into the thing. I guess the deload week really helped with that. So last week we did 22.5 kilo on this. This week we've got an extra 2 kilos per thing. So we're 24.5 kilos roughly, maybe 25-ish. Yeah, whatever. Around that. We'll see how we get on with it, because it's not super heavy, so I guess people might be watching thinking, why is it so not heavy? And my left shoulder's knackered. I've dislocated it like 20 times or something when I was riding BMX. I've had surgery on it and it's just kind of horrible. It clicks and pops. So I'm limited mostly by pain rather than weight a lot of the time. It's not even pain really, it's just an odd feeling. But anyway, we've got 2 sets today, so I figure it was a good time to add a little bit of weight. We're going 10-15 reps. I only need one of them racks that goes on here for dumbbells, I think, just to make it a bit easier. Like twisting, dumbbell curling them up isn't any good. 25 kilo for 10 reps just gave me estimated 1 rep max. That was a PR. Estimated 1 rep max of 41 kilo, which is per hand. So that's pretty cool, because my 1 rep max with the overhead press is 80 kilos. So we're roughly similar with dumbbells, which is harder. So I would assume our overhead press is getting better. Let's see about that. Right. At least 10 again. 10 will do. 10 will do. Nice to be getting better at that. That first set was completely pain-free with no crunching. That second set was completely crunch-full with some pain. So yeah, there's only 2 sets of that this week. I don't know if that's a mistake by me or whether it's to cut a bit of volume going through the shoulders because the bench press is getting harder, but we'll take it. Split my hand open on the paw welding on this cheap attachment that I've got. Right, so last week we had 55 kilo on here. This time we got 60. We're going 6 to 10 reps, 3 sets. See if we can get anywhere near 10 on all 3. Feeling pretty strong today. Weird, man. The deload definitely worked. Set 2. Let's see about getting 10 again. Yeah, feels good. I don't know if we'll get 10 on the last one, but pretty close. I think that weight's pretty much bang on. Last one. If we get 10, again, we're not trying hard enough. Ten again. Cool. We'll go up next week. 60 kilo an hour. We will go 62, 65 next week. Spot on. Getting massive. So with the bodybuilding stuff, our focus is on adding weight still, but not in the same way that we're doing it with the strength stuff. With the strength stuff, we're kind of like going in like a sustainable wave. With the bodybuilding stuff, we're just adding weight when we hit the top end of our rep range. It's a pretty good indicator that you may be growing muscle. I think if you're able to use more weight, then you would think, say like we started at 17 kilo on the tricep push down here, or 15, 17, something, I don't know, this is 20. And if we get to add weight to it, then you can be pretty certain that we're growing some muscle somewhere. Right, I think we had a couple left there, but not many. Quality of the reps started to drain a little bit, so we'll stick with that. We've got 3 sets. If we can get 15 for all of them, we'll move up from the next session. I wouldn't have thought we will though. I think we'll probably get 15, nearly 15, then the third set will probably be closer to 10. But, you know, that's fine, within our rep range, and then that gives us a target to beat next week. If we can get 15, 13, 11, then next week we could get 15, 14, 12, 2 reps better. More muscles. More muscles on the arms. Right, what we're saying, do you reckon we've got 15? 15 again. Oh, if we do 15 all 3 times, we can do more. I don't think I've ever done more than that on the tricep push down. I think that last rep counts. It was about there, but 15-ish. I'll call that last one 14 because I feel like it would be lying to call it 15. Let's see what we can get on this one. Thirteen. There we go. Right, good session all in all. We had someone drop a bike off mid-session, so before the pull back, what's that exercise called? The narrow pull back, narrow row, narrow grip cable row. There we go. Someone came and dropped me some work off. But yeah, good session. Stoked with that. I didn't think the squat was going to move, so to have it feel really easy was good. I was considering doing another top set, but we can always pick it up next week, you know. Right, thank you for that. And I will see you next day, tomorrow, for some bench press. See you there.